Hello and good morning or evening whenever you are watching this. This is a collective reading and it is focused on the energy playing out on Friday, July 3rd, specifically in regards to Mars exact with Pluto in the sign of Gemini at 3 degrees. So we have these two planets, both at 3 degrees. That's a master number 33. Before I even start this reading, I'm going to use this beautiful book that is one of my favorite books that I use all the time to give you a message for the number 33. That talks about love and peace. You are never alone. Your angels are with you, listening and receiving your prayers. But they want you to stretch a little further. What can you do to help yourself today? Reflect on a present problem and think of one way to make it slightly less difficult, no matter how small the action. It matters. So it's very interesting to see this energy playing out. First, because it is a powerhouse of energy, and it is really trining other energies. It's trining Pluto, it's trining Neptune. Neptune is in the sign of Aries, which is talking about new beginnings. It talks about leadership. It talks about um, moving energy forward, right? It also, Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. At the same time, we have it trining with Pluto, which is a power planet in itself because Pluto talks about deconstruct to reconstruct. So although I feel the intensity of this energy today on Friday the July 3rd, I feel like it's for a greater good. I feel like this energy is really digging some stuff up, like bringing things to the light. There's going to be a lot of discovery, a lot of disclosure. I feel like there will be a lot of things happening at once. It's kind of like bringing up all those things that have been hidden, that have been in the dark and bringing them to the light. Ultimately, playing into that trine energy, as I said, it was 222 playing into that trine energy of balancing some things out, for being able to bring peace, joy, happiness, love, balance into situations that have not been balanced as a result of hidden, whether it be intentions, actions, whatever this was, right? This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it is an extremely powerful day. At the same time, on this very day, we do have Venus, the planet of love, that can talk about money, resources, things that you value, is in opposition to the moon. And the Venus is at 23 degrees of Leo. The moon is at 22 degrees of Aquarius. 23, it will be at some point. It'll be exact opposition at the 23-degree mark, 22, 23. So there is this sense of something that was hidden or a discovery of some sort that could have or could be affecting love, money, resources, things that you value, right? Um, Things like that. So it is a powerful energy. We're just going to take a look at what messages want to come out. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. I hope you are all doing well. If this reading resonates with you, please don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. And if you feel the need for more of an energetic exchange, I do have my Buy Me a Coffee link listed in the description box below. But thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. If you know someone out there that can benefit from this video, please share it with them. I do appreciate all your energetic exchange. Thank you so much. Okay, first card that wants to come out is intuition, trusting your intuition. We did see that energy, which I was talking about, that trine had Neptune involved in it. Neptune is a very intuitive energy. So this is really trusting your intuition, not allowing yourself to kind of overlook that or, sweep it underneath the rug. Bottom of the deck is the release card, so I can definitely feel a huge release. I kind of feel this release has been playing out since the full moon a few days ago, right? We had the full moon in Capricorn and kind of like recognizing, seeing things a little differently, having these aha moments, these awakenings, this recognition on things that you're hanging on to that are no longer in alignment. And I feel being, honest with oneself and recognizing that and allowing that to dissipate, to be released, to surrender, to sacrifice those energies so that you can make space for the things that do resonate. So we have the card of grace. I feel a lot of earthy energy with this grace card as well. A lot of you guys could be meditating, getting outside, breathing in some fresh air, grounding yourself by stepping on the grass, hugging a tree, whatever it is. Even touching a tree makes a huge difference. Definitely, I feel like grounding oneself with this energy. Because I'm seeing a lot of water and now I'm seeing a lot of earth. So some of you guys could be, doing this meditation or grounding yourself or getting by something in nature. Could be by the water. I love to be by the water as well because it definitely brings through, very intuitive energy, I feel. So let's pull one more card and then we're going to tap into the tarot and see what energy is coming up for this reading. Oops, that card wanted to pop, but I accidentally shoved it back in. So let's keep going. One more card, please, for this message. One more card. There we go. And look, change. There is a big change. The winds of change are here. I'm also feeling, because I don't know if you can see it, but there's a beautiful white owl right up there. I feel like there's a lot of wisdom centering, very nice energy showing up for this reading. For many of you, I feel this winds of change, and what what this trine is really going to flow easily and effortlessly for you. And I feel because that's a result of you have, when you do the right things happen, that sort of thing. The challenging energy, I'm trying not to tap into that. I don't really want to, is going to be for those, like I said, where truths are discovered, uncovered, where there's a recognition of, wow, this looked good on the surface, but underneath it is totally, manipulative, destructive, lower vibrational energies. And I'm feeling for the higher vibrational energies, you're really recognizing your intuition is on point and you're really welcoming. You see the beautiful sun bursting in the background of all this darkness, right? I feel like you're claiming this new beginning that's initiated through. I feel what comes to the light, but I kind of feel like behind the scenes there's been a recognition of it already. I kind of feel like you've been seeing some things and maybe, looking at things a little different, having, going through some sort of awakening, or I feel like just having this enlightenment in seeing what is real versus the illusion, because Neptune, it is a ruling planet and has a lot to do with our intuition, but it also is that planet of illusion, confusion, and distorted energy. And I kind of feel like what I'm tapping into right now is somebody is balancing and centering themselves, or I feel like there's many people who have now awakened and they're seeing through the fog of confusion, illusion, distorted energy, recognizing real from fake, that sort of energy is how I'm feeling with this. So let's start pulling some tarot and see what messages want to come out. The first card that shows up is the Queen of Wands, and I was just talking about Aries and Leo energy. That is where Venus is in Leo, and in Aries there is that energy of Saturn, which is the planet of lessons, karma. It is timing, and also Neptune is part of that trine that is in that Aries sign as well. Again, I felt like behind the scenes somebody has really been doing some inner work. They've been recognizing, they've been doing some exploring energy and, getting a better grip on the reality versus the illusion. And I feel like their intuition is guiding them. Whoever I'm talking to, I feel like your intuition is on point right now. And I kind of just get this vibe, this feeling of, kind of like not sitting there with a smug smirk on someone's face, but like this validation. It feels like this validation of recognizing and seeing that your intuition was correct, that you were right, that something you could feel or sense or something like that. You're watching it be validated in the physical realm is how I'm feeling. So I feel like someone is going to be very proud of themselves, not arrogant, proud and confident and stronger in their intuition and trusting their intuition of, that is just the energy I'm feeling. Let's get some more energy talking about this intuition with the Queen of Wands. The next card is the Ace of Cups, and I keep feeling new beginning, and there's that new beginning with that Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands, right? A very awesome energy right here. So I definitely feel this new beginning. Like I feel something gets ignited. I feel like it takes off quite quickly. I feel like this huge, and I do feel like there is a clash. There is definitely a clash with Mars and Uranus. Mars is that planet of action, of passion, of movement, right? And it's clashing, it's connecting directly, going right into the sign of Uranus, which is that planet of radical shifts and changes. And I feel like there is this radical shift and change as a result of something that gets brought to the light, something that gets seen for what it truly is. And ultimately, it feels just like this where it just crumbles that illusion, where it brings it right to the ground and allows the way, the path to be cleared for someone to move forward, knowing they're no longer connected, tethered, um, that sort of thing, energy to an illusion or something that is just not real. Like they're taking action accordingly. Something is being liberated. I feel cleared right out of their path. Again, I feel for who I'm talking to. I'm really feeling I'm tapped into the higher vibrational energies right now. I can see the downfall, or I can see the things of the lower vibrational energy. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. But I'm trying, like I said, and my intention is not to tap into that. So I see the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands with the Ace of Cups in the center of all of this. This can be about a union. I'm tapping into just energies, not necessarily people, but I feel like, well, obviously people, but the energy of a person or people that are watching this. And I feel like behind the scenes, somebody has been knowing something. I feel like this is where they're going to be, it's going to be seen. This is that energy that makes me feel like now everybody sees it, right? When you see the queens, these are typically behind the scenes energies that are being worked on behind the scenes, actions that are being taken, plans, uh, somebody building their confidence or having the strength, courage, and confidence, aligning with their intuition in a new beginning. And then the kings will ultimately, the world gets to see this. And I'm feeling that is going to be something pretty significant that takes place on the 3rd of July with this clash of Mars, ruling planet Mars, right, going into the sign of Gemini. So let me keep moving forward. Let me keep moving forward. Next card that comes out is the Hierophant. This is bringing a blessing. This is bringing some sort of stability and security. This is bringing a new beginning. There is the Fool card right there, embarking on a new path. Like I said, this Mars energy clashing with the Uranus energy is just going to clear the way for someone to move forward. I feel quite quickly. I feel out of nowhere. It's like everything changes. So we get the Ace of Cups to the Two of Cups. This is a fantastic reading already. In the come the winds of change. In come this connection. And it doesn't necessarily, again, I can see the King and the Queen of Wands, so it can be a partnership, but I'm also feeling something balanced out. Like this new beginning is what was meant to be because it brings in this unity. It brings in this balance. Somebody has worked quite hard on growing, evolving. This is the Three of Pentacles, so this is talking about collaborating in order to build an empire, generational wealth, stability, security, whatever this is. Next card that comes up is the Queen of Swords, and we did see that we started with Leo, and we're ending with Aquarius, right? And I did see that opposition, which was Venus in Leo and the moon being in Aquarius. So this is where there is that truth, that clarity. Look at that. And there's the moon on the bottom of the deck. Whatever wasn't seen is being discovered. It's being seen, it's being illuminated. What was hidden is about to come to the light. So very, very powerful energy playing out. I can feel the energy of this transit, this trine, all of that feels really good. We got the King of Cups showing up next. Very interesting. We got the Justice card on the bottom. I feel like something is being brought from, like I said, something that was hidden is coming to the light, and it's balance. It's meant to be. Justice only shows up when there's been an injustice, and it feels to me that there is something to do with the timing of this karmic debt having to be paid and the scales needing to be balanced. The next card is the second time we have seen the Queen of Swords. Up here, you see her sword upright. This one is where it's pointing down. So this person right here is like on guard, ready to cut away things. This one right there can put that sword down because those things have been cut away. And that's what I feel like is taking place as well during this very powerful transit and clash of Mars and Uranus. It's like in the blink of an eye, everything changes. The illusion, the confusion, that's all cut away. So the next card that showed up and popped out was the Page of Pentacles. Again, pages talk about information. It can also talk about new beginnings, something fresh, right? Something that's a seed. See that person holding that Ace of Pentacles, where this seed is being planted into a journey, a path, a direction of, new, of something new. Like the seed is being planted. The World card is here, so that, and I did see the World card earlier when I was picking the cards up, when I was choosing the cards, and then I went to put them out. I did see that World card. So there is a cycle that's being completed. I feel like this has been an extremely long cycle. If this was about a partnership, it could have been about two people who were not the king and the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Those are not, that's not like the King and the Queen. Those are an authentic couple. These two, like, this is just totally different energy, not on the same page, that sort of energy. It can resonate with other things like work environments, family members, but there just feels like there's an end to whatever this cycle is. There's an ace again. This is the second time we've seen the Ace of Wands. A fire is being ignited. There is somebody taking action along a new path, down in a new direction. There is this spark, this ignition is how I'm feeling, which no surprise there, because with Mars connecting with the sign of Uranus, absolutely. It's just like that boom in the blink of an eye, everything changes. And so Queen of Pentacles is showing up. Yeah, this is a big change in someone's physical realm. I'm not showing the bottom of the deck, but I do keep peeking at it. And I kept seeing cards. I've seen the Seven of Swords. I'm seeing the Five of Swords. It just gives me that karmic energy that's going to be like, how in the hell did this happen? And how did I not get away with this? How did this get exposed? This sort of energy is how I'm feeling, but I really wouldn't focus my time, energy, and effort on that. I'd focus my time, energy, and effort on the blessings, on the new beginnings, on the beautiful things that are unfolding. Somebody is walking away. They're walking towards something that is meant to be. See that bowl of fire right there? They're moving away towards this, to birthing something new. This is the Empress energy, and underneath there, this Empress is birthing the Ten of Pentacles. Like I said, I felt generational wealth. I felt something very long lasting. I'm feeling something that's meant to be. This is a person who is moving towards co-creating with the universe an entire new world, a world filled with love, peace, joy, happiness. Makes a lot of sense with the planets we see. So I'm going to just pull some individual messages. This is from the Mystical Wisdom Oracle deck. This is the Unicorn, Invite Serendipity, and I feel like this is about receiving. When we manifest, right, we manifest from a high vibration. Your heart, your soul is in alignment, and you receive it. You don't go out there and get it. It comes to you, you attract it in. And that's what I'm feeling. And look, intuition is out here for the second time. Somebody is 10 toes down on point when it comes to trusting their intuition, seeing the way forward, being in a really high vibrational frequency and attracting some serious things, beautiful, abundant things into their life. Next card out is confrontation. I'm not surprised to see this card that Mars with Uranus is bringing that point of having to really confront a situation, seeing the truth for what it is, and act accordingly, right? Take action on the facts, not on the illusion of would have, could have, or wishful thinking, that sort of thing. Look, bottom of the deck is choices. Making the choices that are right for you based on facts, based on truth, based on clarity, not the illusion. Next card that comes up, look at receiving, right? Seven heavenly virtues. And it's all as a result of the choices and decisions that somebody is making. I feel like somebody is like, I'm not accepting, receiving, or attracting any more of the lower vibrational things, the manipulation, the deception, that sort of thing. I'm accepting the peace, the love, the sincerity, the authentic, that sort of energy. I'm receiving that abundance, all of that into their energy. I hope this message serves you well. I thank you for taking the time to listen to this message. If this message resonates with you, please consider subscribing to this channel. Please leave this video a like. And if you would like to buy me a coffee, my Buy Me a Coffee link is listed in the description box below. Thank you and have a great day. Sending you an abundance of peace, love, and light.